Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, T, F, E, D, C, B, A. We're going back to elementary school, but PhD style, and we're making flashcards. We are going to make 25. Before we even learn the right technique, what's your starting point? So we have Z. I don't remember the next letter. Okay, we're just gonna start making the flashcards and go from there. I have 26 papers because there's actually 26 letters, and then I have a bunch of Sharpies because might as well add some color. Okay, we're all done. Some of these are not going to show up as good on camera. So now I have my 26 letters and I even have some painter tape, so I'm ready to put it on the wall. I learned this cool trick where you have the piece of tape, you just stick it on a little bit and it picks up only one piece of paper. Pretty cool. Ah! Until then, no. We're done! Yay! I threw all the letters on the ground, so now I don't know what the order is, so I'm gonna go look that up real quick. The last letter, A. Now our work is done. We have all the letters on the wall, and we got this. I've been staring at this wall for the past 10 minutes, and I've not made like any progress. So now we're gonna research, because there's definitely a better way to do this, and apparently putting 26 letters on the wall is not necessarily the most effective, but it was one of the most fun ways, so. The first method I'm going to try was from a YouTube video. In the description, I'll link the video. He uses different phrases to help you remember. So first, it was 6 waves. So ZYX, ZIX, waves, WV. The next part is pretending we're back in the old days and you're in the USSR. UTSR, so we're going to take out the S and just put a T. You think of coupon, QPON. And then you picture a milk carton doing a jig, so MLKJIHG. The H is silent. It got fed by a cab. FEDCBA. So in the video he says with the cab, pretend it has an A on it. I didn't explain it the same exact way he did, but that was the basic concept. ZYNWV USTR. I'm just going to keep practicing it, and by the end of the video, I'm going to be saying the alphabet backwards very quickly. I'm also going to research a few other ones just in case this technique doesn't work for you, and we can try something else. Once you have everything set up, you might as well do a few puns. So here we go. I went shopping the other day and everything was so expensive. I really wish I just had a coupon. Lately, I've been so upset with people. I would even say I'm a little fed up. I hope people realize that MLK was a pretty great guy. For me personally, that didn't work as well. It really made me just think, what? If a sheep heard these puns, they would say they were bad. Okay, I'm done, sorry. That was just me having fun. Just for a quick review, everyone learns differently. So you have to figure out what works best for you. Some people can create stories with the letters or create numeric devices. You can also just keep repeating it over and over again in your head until you get it right. You can sing it too. So breaking into chunks, it was 6 waves, USSR, milk, jug. So breaking into chunks, it was 6 waves, USSR, coupon, milk, jug, fed, cab. And then, as I keep repeating it, it'll get easier every time. It's day 2 of trying to learn the alphabet backwards. I wore the same outfit because I wasn't really sure what other people do, so we're just gonna do that this time. Cool. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna start with the alphabet backwards. The best method for me ended up being chunking it and also putting it in color. So we have ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. I also was singing it a little bit, so that helped. I made this last night, and it was just like a really good guide instead of just looking on the wall. And like I said, the chunking and colors really helped me notice the differences. I'm also from America, so for me, when I think of it this way, I see WV, I think of West Virginia. I used the method the other video did, so for UTSR, I think of the USSR. For coupon, I think coupon. For MLK, I think of Martin Luther King. He was an important person in the American Civil Rights Movement. For fed, I think of just feeding someone. I was fed. They fed me. I fed them. Okay, so many different ways to say fed. So for CPA, CBA is pretty similar. Okay, so that's the technique I ended up using. And I would say this really helped me too, just writing it out. I also read online that closing your eyes can help because it really makes you just focus on the letters versus like all the sensory motions going on around you. Practice makes perfect. So ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPO, and MLK, JIHG. I need to practice a little bit more. The parts that mess me up the most are the 4 letters versus the 3. So UTSR, QPON, and JIHG. So I would just keep repeating it, JIHG, 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 and keep picturing the letters in my head to help me learn it faster. Besides sing-songing it, last night when I was practicing, I tried to keep more of a rhythm, so I was like patting my leg. ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FPD, CBA.
ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHG, FED, CBA. ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHG, FED, CBA.
ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. Yay! Woo! I completed the alphabet backwards! Woo, woo! It's literally just me in the house and nobody else is cheering with me! But I'll just pretend you're cheering with me. Can I go even faster? Because that was actually a pretty good speed. ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. Now I'm going to say it as fast as I can. ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. Now I'm going to try to say the normal alphabet as fast as I can. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Wow, I think that took me longer to do. Oh my gosh, okay, retry. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. I think that takes me longer because I want to sing it, but with doing the alphabet backwards, I didn't have to learn how to sing it, so it's a lot faster than ZYX, WV, UTSR, QPON, MLK, JIHD, FED, CBA. Yay! Yay, 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 yay! 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 We're learning! Yay. If you try to learn the alphabet backwards, leave in the comment what technique worked for you, or which one you think should work best. Comment below if you can do your ZYXs. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.